Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another vlog. So, in this vlog, I'll be taking you through my mini vacation, and this is the dress I wore, and these are the persons who went. So, it was just me and the three children, right? So, it was a two-bedroom Airbnb with two beds only. So, it was just me. So, Deja and I shared one room, and the boys would share one room. On our way, so this Airbnb was in Miami Bay, St. Anne. So on our way, it was raining, and we're like, oh no, our vacation is going to be ruined. But as we continued, we were seeing places ahead that had sunshine. So, we were just saying, all right, maybe not. When we got there, however, it was raining, and this is just a quick tour of how the place looked. It was just the upstairs. So when you come up the stairs, the boys' room, or the room that I would allow the boys to stay in, was the one that we just saw, and they had their own bathroom as well. The area for the living room, well, no, I don't even know how to tell you. It wasn't a living room. The kitchen area had just a little eating counter. So that was difficult for us because we're used to sitting and eating together as a family, but it was okay. This was the bedroom that I stayed in. So Deja and I stayed in this room. Unfortunately, it was still raining when we got there, and so we had to wait a little while before we could unpack our things. So this is me and the boys unpacking the stuff. You can see that the ground was wet. I was gonna say floor, but then they're always telling me that outside don't name floor, it name ground. At this point, if you notice, Deja is energetic and they're running because we were going to the pool. So by this point now, the sun came back out and it was pool time, which was really good. Deja was all well and good. The previous day was DJ's birthday party and she wasn't feeling well. So you can imagine how happy I was that she was now better and ready for her vacation. They ran to the pool. The place was beautiful. The landscaping was perfect. Everything was good. We went to the pool. We had a good time. I think I told them that we would spend 2 hours. So we went down there maybe around 4 o'clock and we left about 6 o'clock because some other persons came and we had the pool to ourselves basically. Three other young persons came at a point and then they left us there. So it was just us. As usual, the children enjoyed the pool. Deja was practicing her swimming. I was teaching DJ how to swim, and he's actually getting it. And I know it's weird. I mean, I want to ask me how me I teach DJ if he swim and I can't swim, because I know what to do in theory. I just don't know how to apply it. The practical aspect is my problem. But they had a good time in the pool, and a video called Denver, and I showed him them. We were on video call most of the vacation anyway. We checked in regularly and stuff. But it was weird not having him around because, we're one another tail. So I really, 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 really missed him. I don't think I would ever do another vacation without him. It's not that I couldn't manage the kids or anything, but me did just miss him too much. I used to not being around him or having him around. So this is when we finished now, and we said we're going to go back to our rooms. As I said, this was probably around like 6 o'clock in the evening. Up to this point, Deja was still okay. We went home and we made dinner. So I brought the rice cooker with me. We made dinner, we got dressed and we went to bed. And lo and behold, Deja sick again. So I made her some Milo with some tea. I'm going to try to force her to eat even 2 of the crackers. I was up with her about 3 o'clock the next morning. So that would have been the Thursday morning. And she was in bed for the entire day, just about the entire day Thursday. She's sick out, weak, everything. So we stayed in. It was raining at one point. We ate more of DJ's birthday cake because we had packed quite a bit of stuff. We had packed the stew. We had stew peas left over from DJ's birthday party. We had packed out. We had decided on what we're going to eat when. We had some fish and whatever. Deja was feeling a little better, up but not out of bed, and she watched her tablet and whatever. So I said, okay, let me just take the boys down to the beach because it's still holidays. So she was better enough for us to walk down to the pool, So I told her to let's walk ahead of them because she was going a little slower than usual. Well, and I waited for them to come. You can see DJ here, so I run like a thief for come. So what I did, I just set up a little the one of the beach beds, pool beds, whatever you call it. I set up one of those and she and I lay down on it. But then I decided to just put her on one by herself. And she and I didn't go in the water this day. So this would have been the Thursday. So we went there the Wednesday. We checked in the Wednesday for 2 nights, Wednesday night and Thursday night. And we would have left on the Friday. So this is DJ practicing his swimming. So if you can see, he's still fighting the water, but like mother, like son, right? But the good thing is that he's improving. Nate a big swimmer. Nate can swim. So I have no problem with him in the water. Sometimes I just have to be trying to tell him not to be too reckless because Trim can swim. Him do something sometime. My baby girl fell asleep at the pool, so I told them, come, we have to go up. It's time to go. So we left and we went back to the room and showered, and then around 5 o'clock we decided that we were gonna have dinner. So this was we had rice again. DJ had some of the stew peas left from the day before, and I had fish. Well, I had both. We kind of share it up. Nate said he wasn't ready for dinner at the time, so you didn't see him on camera. This is the last day now, the Friday. I said, okay, Deja was still feeling sick, but I thought at the time that it was just an infection she had because she was having fever and everything. So I said maybe putting her in the pool because the water wasn't cold. But I said maybe putting her in the pool would help to regulate the temperature a bit. So Nate and I went to the pool, and this was me, and all of we went to the pool. This was me and Nate swimming, and Nate a swim out in a way. Then always I say me can't swim in a straight line, but Nate wasn't swimming in a straight line this time. Eventually we decided to go back up because as Mr. Deja still wasn't well. We made some corned beef sandwiches, and I was forcing her to try and eat something no matter how small because I wasn't sure what was wrong with her, and I had only brought Panadol and DPH, so I was trying to give her that, but me said no. As soon as me leave, me go carry her go doctor. So I fixed up back the Airbnb as best as I could because I'm an Airbnb host myself, and I don't like people leave my place a certain way. So I try to do unto others, as I would want them to do to me. So I went through, swept the place, cleaned up. We packed, the boys helped me to pack, and we carried down the stuff to the car and everything. So we were to check out, normally checkout time is about 12. We were going to leave at 11. But because Deja was sick, I really wanted to get her home. And so we left early. So we actually left by 10. So I brought them to the pool around 7 o'clock. Spent about 45 minutes, came back, made breakfast, packed up, checked out. So this is basically how we left the place. This is me just walking through to make sure I wasn't leaving anything. And I actually did leave something because I had brought a peanut there and I left it. But so it go. Anyways, this is when we were leaving. It was a very nice day. I can't complain. As I said, the only challenge would have been the eating area because we are used to eating as a family and we couldn't really do that, we did just kind of eat separately. But when we were coming back, the kids said they wanted to try out the sunroof, so they were playing a song about sunroof, but I put my head out the sunroof. I don't know what it blasted my favorite tune, I don't remember how it go, but they were playing that song and we opened up the sunroof and we were driving home. Deja was still not well. DJ was sitting on the front seat because his dad told him he couldn't sit on the front seat until he was 8, and he's now 8. So he was allowed to drive on the front. We got home and it was so good to see Denver. And not only was it good to see him, it was so good to see that he cleaned the house. The entire house. Granted, we did do a spring cleaning before, but him really got all out and mop out everything. So I just go straight into my bed, go get a little rest. So I cooled off for maybe around 10 minutes or so. Then I got Deja something to eat. I tried giving her a boiled egg, got her dressed, and took her to the doctor. she was feeling very sleepy all the time, drowsy all the time. I was just thinking that maybe because I was giving her the DPH every 4 hours. But when I took her to the doctor, he told me that she had gastroenteritis. So I took her to the pharmacy to go get her medication. Paid like almost $3,000, including the Pedialyte. So I got some for her, which she ate. Came home. By the time we reached home, she fall asleep. So I just gave her her medication and put her to bed. Then this is a game that DJ got called Roomy Cube. We played it for a little. Then we got ready for church. For Mom and I went to choir practice. Deja had woken up right before we left and she was feeling a little better, so she ate an icicle. And that's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one.